We are working on getting the ceiling panels up today and cutting a hole for the lights. We got this circle saw here, and these are the lights that are puck lights that are going to go up in the ceiling. So it's about 2.75 diameter, and we're going to put 8 along the ceiling.
So, okay, now show me where the next one's going to be. You want to have it in this section?
Yeah.
So it's like 66, 67. What do you think looks good?
Yeah, 67.
Okay. For those watching at home, this is what you should do and not do what we did, which is this hole is too big. It's actually exactly the same size as this, but that is not what we want. That is the outside diameter. As you can see here, there's 2 diameters. We want the inside diameter, and it's 2 inches, 2 1/8. It's a little bit bigger than 2 inches, the diameter, if you were to go across. So you could probably get a hole that's 2 1/4 is what you're really looking for. And then what happens, if you see out here, there's that little lip in there. That will hold it so that it's flush in the pot for the pot light. But as you can see here, because these are supposed to snap back like this, these little prongs, see here, it goes all the way through, because it's the length of this outside diameter. So it is exactly the right size, but not the one hole that we want. So unfortunately, we did an oopsie.
A trip to Home Depot.
2 1/4, perfect. This will be it. We just gotta get it started. Once you get the teeth in, it works.
So I actually ended up hating the old color of the stain that we chose, like the chestnut. So what we decided to do is we put 1 coat on one side and then we have 2 on the other. So we're just removing the one that has the 1 coat because it's easier to strip that color off, less paint on it. So what we did is we're taking this sander here. I got the 80 grit to really get it off. And then I've been going in with the 100 and then the 220. So that's really stripping the color off. So this is with the 220. So smooth and basically stripped off the color already. Compare it, this is the color before the 1 coat, and this is after I resanded it, so. So we got the final stain color, and I put a clear coat on there, just letting it harden. So today we are getting started on the bench seats for our van. Oh, but you gotta get to work. Gotta put your hat, your construction hat on. You're gonna be helping. Changer. We were using hand sanding and that took forever. We just caved and bought a sander. The cheapest one, Ryobi, is Home Depot's brand, and we are working on sanding the benches today. I just did a test piece. That's gonna be the board for our electrical. But yeah, sanding the benches, bench tops, and then putting on the hinges. And there's Danny.
I know where you've been. It's all just a pack of lies. So, we're gonna do some staining. Got some clear stain. And we're just putting on the benches. We don't really care how it looks. We just want to seal it so that if there's any spills or anything, nothing can really get in there and get gross. So, I see a great future of staining ahead of us.
You just won't let that ball go.
It's relaxing.
Look at that.
See how it's clear? It's a matte finish.
It's shiny.
So
right
it should
now.
look basically the same as how it is before it is stained. It'll probably look a little bit different, just usually does. But it's a matte finish. I wanted kind of a dry finish, not a gloss. So it looks good so far.
Installing the hinges. The squeak-proof hinges.
Yeah.
It better work, because there's nothing worse than a squeak. Didn't get the tip.
They won't squeak as long as they're installed straight.
Oh, that's the catch.
But these ones they do have the squeak proof, and when you hear them, they're very quiet. So
We didn't go with the traditional bench hinges. You said the piano.
yeah, we don't have piano ones. If people watch the video, they're gonna say that we did this wrong, but whatever. We made it work.
Well, it doesn't matter even if you do something right. It'll always be wrong for somebody, so. Ain't that the truth?
Shoot straight. It's way firmer. Like the 3/4 inch plywood is so much more solid than the 1/2 inch. Like this is so flimsy. Like I know that if we had put that sheet over across this, it was gonna feel even more. Just watch out for the nails or the screws sticking out. It's hard. It's firm.
It's the bed / workout bench. Ugh.
And I mean, honestly, like we can. I was even saying with this overhang, we can do something with that, of course. But it's not so bad because it allows us to actually just lift up the bench. What I was thinking, I was trying to explain, do you understand what I mean? Is by taking a router and just notching this out just like about 1/4 inch down. So there's like a little insert so that when the table comes down, it can just rest in here. Because we need something to overhang so that the table can rest on anyways. So if we just have this overhang a little bit and then we just notch it down, just trim it down a little bit, then it can like sit flush in this. So like.
And what's
Like what we plan on, what I don't know about you,
the reason why we put them here is because why?
we had to. You can see right here, you lift it up like this, and the issue that I was facing, and it's probably obvious in hindsight, but in my mind's eye, I was thinking, oh, I would just have them on the back here, and then the hinges would pull up, and then I realized, how am I gonna screw in the back? Now, there is attachments for that, but once again, we don't have them. And then the other thing that I think is, okay, what if I put it the other way that it is, like the opposite, the other side? The hinge is here, so when you start pulling on it, the 3/4 inch plywood's gonna bump into this, and then so we had to do it this way, so there is like a gap, and you can see the back bar that it's mounted to is exposed. But honestly, it's fine.
We got these all nailed down. I was busy making lunch and I missed when you were nailing it, but we still have one little piece when we go to sand and paint.
See how it's filled in the crack though? That's the idea. It fills in the crack a little bit. And then you can just sand it down because obviously there's glue on there. And so we don't want that glue to stay like that. But that's okay. We'll let it harden. We'll take the sander, sand it down one more time, put the varnish on to coat it, and it'll be good. But just the idea with that is just to kind of just hide the crack, the gap in there. We might have to do a little bit more, a little bit less. This is a carpenter's trick. You just handmade wood fill is just take sawdust, some glue, wood glue, put it together, fills in the crack. We're just going to spin it around. I want it the same way it was, just
So notching out the corner pieces for where the door handles are sitting. And then the center here, it's gonna be like cut it here, along there, cut. So then this piece will overhang for the puzzle piece. This is our drawing.
that was an awesome way to do that with the jiggy first. That cut so clean. I have visions of a future of lots of sanding.
Wow. The unique shape of like the puzzle piece in the center. So yeah. 5 1/4. Yeah. I'm recording. Yeah.
I didn't do anything wrong. Better out than in, though, I would say.